Mr. Chair. I'm pleased to take a call on part one of the Governor-General Bill, Mr. Chairman. And can I immediately agree with Nikki Kay when she said that this Governor-General is doing a great job. And I think that's the feeling around the country. And I'm really pleased to share a nationality with him, and that's the nationality of being a New Zealander, which is great. Sir, the provisions of Part 1 really belie or require an understanding of this particular role, the role of the Governor-General. And these provisions of Part 1 make sense once one understands exactly what the role of a Governor-General entails. It has to be a person with extensive experience, and experience in diverse fields in New Zealand. Certainly all modern Governor-Generals have had that background, and that's no ordinary person. It has to be a professional, more often than not, who has had tremendous experience. And a person of great mana as well, and understanding, and commands great respect throughout New Zealand, and hence will understand the provisions of the bill from that perspective. And given that a Governor-General has to forego his or her own career when they're appointed to the position of Governor-General, and there is really no chance at all of returning to a career or the former career that the Governor-General had. In this case of the present Governor-General, it's being a judge or being an ombudsman. There's no chance of the Governor-General ever going back to positions like that, where it's that type of paid public position. And so no paid office in New Zealand generally of that type would be possible. And when you look at the provisions of Part 1 of the bill from that perspective, they do make a lot of sense. And the other aspect of this is that it's a Governor-General who often can't defend himself. And certainly, as the former race relations conciliator, I certainly would have defended his position and criticised Paul Henry's criticism of him rather immediately and not waited until later on. Perhaps the one aspect of Clause 4 that I find particularly satisfying is that it really shows an appreciation of the modern family. And this Clause 4 really says that Governor-Generals in the future could have different family forms, and there should be no discrimination on the basis of type of family, and therefore the definition of the family that Clause 4 uses certainly modernizes it, brings it into currency, and this is a good thing. This is a good thing for families in New Zealand. It reflects the reality of family life and various forms of families that exist in New Zealand. Clause 5 also talks about a paid salary, and that's probably the first time that we're using the term salary to apply to a Governor-General, because it is a payment for a particular job. And the other aspect of this is that salary will now be determined by our highest authority, which is the remuneration authority. So a group of independent people will think about this role, size it, and determine a salary that fits into that particular role. And it brings again that role in, and modernizes it in terms of how we treat that role by way of remuneration. The good provision here is that the salary cannot be reduced during the term of a Governor-General, and that's a protection that the Governor-General certainly requires. The Clause 6 separates out the allowances from part of the current remuneration package, if you like, from a Governor-General salary, and the allowance part of it is not taxable, and it just simply what it costs the Governor-General to satisfy the particular role that he undertakes. Clause 7 Clause 8 talks about the annuity for former Governors General and...
Honourable Shane Jones.
Sir, it's a pleasure to stand and comment on this bill and follow my colleague who has developed a sudden interest in ensuring that equity is applied to this role. And sir, we've had here a very impoverished view from my colleague in the Green Party, in contrast to an almost groupie-like speech from the member for Central Auckland with her sudden found enthusiasm